C'è pas vite appelant, je l'appellerai avec fond haillant. T'es sa suite apogee, tu peux te
We're going to talk about the CMR Post TNP. I've had a lot of people ask me, okay, now that you've done the running gun, the sledgehammer, what do you think about the CMR now? Okay, so first thing I want to say is I took my Trijicon ACOG as a backup. Never came out of the case, never came out of the sleeve. In fact, wasn't even tempted to put it on. This little scope functioned flawlessly. Just did a little sighting in right at the when we got there to make sure it was on pretty well, considering the flight over. And I'm gonna tell you, I love this little scope. One of the things that I've gotten some comments on is about the lighted reticle. And they said that during the day you can't see the lighted reticle. Why would you want a lighted reticle in broad daylight, in bright daylight? And there are some scopes out there that you can get. But to be honest with you, the whole time I was out there, I left it off. I didn't even turn it on. Okay, I get a lot of questions about the light intensity of the CMR as far as in bright light. And David, what's your answer?
Well, I don't think you need a lighted reticle in bright light. You want the reticle to go, you want the light to go away so you can just see the markings in the scope. And then when it swings into low light conditions, you want the reticle to be lit back up.
Excellent. Lighted reticle is better for a low light situation. The ACOG, Trijicon ACOG, it has a tritium reticle that doesn't even show up until it gets dark. That little post is out there, that little triangle that you see. So again, this, yeah, you can pick up the green on the 11 setting, which is the highest, but really, you don't need it. Plus, if you're like me, I'll leave mine on and just run the battery. With these nice turrets, the glass, I went from, this is the shoot went from 35 yards headshots, then you ran to a certain place and shot 72 yard either head or body, and then you ran another probably 20 yards and engaged an 80 yard target with 5 in the head, 5 in the body, and then you just took a book and ran probably about, I don't know, probably 75 yards, maybe 100, to the position up a grade. This is all up a grade to the 200 yard mark. The breathing and the heart rate kept me from hitting that plate 10 out of 10. But even with my heart pounding and my breathing was just, I had to really get it under control, I still hit the target, and it was like a 12-inch steel target 5 out of 10 times. So I knew when I pulled the trigger that when I was going to hit it. And every time I knew it, I popped that steel target. Also, on the 300 yard, which we started running back to check the targets. The guy, nothing fancy, is like just running you ragged, which is great. It's just exhilarating. But you're running in between targets, running the whole time. And about the time we got midway through checking the targets, he looked at me and he said, "Such," he goes, "go for 300. So you have to run all the way back to the 200 station and fire shots at a man-sized steel target 300 yards out. Out of 7 shots, I believe I rang it 3 times. Which, to be honest with you, after making the sledgehammer run, running to targets after, and then jumping and running right back up, I was pleased to do that. So it really lets you know that getting your breath and getting into a still position is really important to keeping your accuracy where it needs to be. So, extremely excited about this scope. In fact, I'm doing a review for a buddy of mine bought another type scope, and I'm going to be doing a review on it. And a good, nice little quality scope, inexpensive, but it made me really just know that I made the right purchase. The glass in this scope is just, it's great, it's perfection. With the etched reticles, I don't have to worry about, and if you've ever had a scope where the crosshair zoned on you, this is etched reticle. So no matter what happens to the electronics in this sight, the etched reticle holds up. Great sight picture. This mount, you know, I've already talked about this mount. With all the expenses that I had going out to the shoot, by the time I got everything together, I didn't really get the mount that I really wanted. That's coming very quickly, so just I'll do a little update on that. But just wanted, I've been hounded a little bit by some of you guys, which is a good way, it's a good thing, about how this scope functioned. And you know what? I'm more impressed than ever. More impressed than ever. And I know USNERDOC also, he had his, and he'll tell you the same. The CMR 1x4 lighted reticle scope by Leatherwood Hi-Lux is a quality piece. Natchez Shooting Sports, and I'll have the link in the description below. They have them, I believe, for $249, which is a phenomenal price for the quality of this scope. $249. You can buy lesser expensive scopes, but you're not going to get the quality that you get with this little CMR. Leatherwood, good job. I will be doing an AK-47 review on this scope, and I'm going out to the range next week and do some reviews. So you guys that are my AK-47 buds, which I love AK-47, just watch for that. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic.
Je peux te dépendre avec